Hey everybody, this is Richard Ramirez coming to you not live from East Rosebud Studios in Billings, Montana. I'm excited to announce this is the start of Season 2. Season 2, and we've re-signed Brandon Booty to Season 2.
Thanks, I'm glad to be back.
Well, you earned it. Huh? You got another 1-year contract.
All right, nice. I'll take it.
One season. Well, fuck. I mean, let's be real. I mean, why would you even call it Season 2?
Yeah.
I mean, am I trying to get better at this?
Yeah, definitely.
Well, I'm trying to get better at this. So we've got
We're both trying.
We're both trying. We've been gone. It's been what, 2-3 weeks since
our longest hiatus.
It was, and it was probably the most painful hiatus for me personally in my life, and that's what this episode is gonna touch on.
All right.
How about that?
Let's do it.
Before I start with this, I want to make sure that everybody realizes that, we took a huge hit in viewership since we've been gone. We're now back to our original 9.
9. All right.
And I've said this before, that includes a woman that hates me. So it's really 8.
8.
Yes.
That's fine.
That's fine. Fuck it. Okay, so Season 2. So I just got back from Colombia. And I took a small group of customers over there again, year 2. And the lead up to Colombia was so fucking tumultuous for me. I'm going to share it with our audience of 8.
Sounds good.
Well, it's not good. It's fucking terrible, to be honest with you, but it's kind of how it is. So we had this trip planned for quite a while. Like I said, we fished the Tomo River in Colombia a year ago. And it's for large peacock bass, and Colombia is just kind of sexier to me than Brazil, because those are the 2 countries that really have a lot of peacock bass fishing on a fly. Brazil is really the king. There's a bunch of good fisheries. And on a fly, anything above 15 pounds, in my opinion, that's a lifetime peacock bass on a fly.
Trophy fish.
It is. I mean, we kind of count them on the Tomo River. We fish with a company called Afloat, AFLOAT. And these motherfuckers at Afloat are they're the best. They're just the best. I get a lot of people that are like, oh, you're going to Colombia and that's a State Department Type 3 warning, and, is it safe there? Yeah, I'm like, yeah, motherfucker, nobody's getting shot in grocery stores there. Like, that happens here, bitch. But if you're worried about Colombia.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Oh, it's true. I mean, I'm not going there. But, a lot of folk in America get some random shit thrown on them, right?
Yeah.
A lot. Probably more than anywhere. So, no, I don't worry about going to Colombia. Colombia, of course, has got the massive cocaine reputation.
Yeah, that's probably the first thing you think of when you hear Colombia.
It's definitely the first thing I think of. I can tell you that. Maybe not everybody, but I do. And so Pablo Escobar, lots of political violence, including massive murders, mass graves, being totally serious with that. Colombia's got it's an interesting place to go. I love it, and we fly into Medellin. But the lead up to getting to Colombia for me was intense because I was under legal restraint to not leave the country. And I'm being 100% dead fucking serious when I say that. And that was rooted in me not being compliant with aspects of my recently finalized divorce. Right? And, it was certainly a legal disagreement, but I ignored these folks, my ex's legal team, and that was motherfucking stupid. That's stupid. Her attorney, who's a cat here in Billings named Mike Malone, I don't mind saying that, of course, I hate this guy, but I'd hire him in 2 fucking seconds. So, I mean, we got an audience of 8. So there's got to be a couple of gals in there, hopefully. If you ever want to screw your man over, hire fucking Mike Malone in Billings, Montana, because that dude is good. You don't have anything to say to me.
At least you're being honest.
Well, fuck, of course I'm being honest. It's all I got. Yeah. And the thing about it is that, again, I was told you have a contempt of court proceeding on Monday. And I'm like, yo, by the time I start waking up and paying attention to all this shit, it's too fucking late. I say to this guy, my ex, and I say, look, I got to go on this fucking trip. I got a couple of younger guys on this trip to Colombia, and I care about these young men. And, one of these young men's mom came in and said, this going to be okay? Like, going to Colombia.
Yeah.
So, fuck, I got to go. And fuck it. You got to be there Monday. So, a lot, here I am dealing with literally getting ready to go. And, when I come back, they're going to have an arrest warrant for me. I mean,
Dang.
oh,
Yeah,
fuck, you didn't know any of this.
No, I didn't know.
Oh, fuck, it was coming from me at all sides. It was a total turn on. That's right. Bring it on, motherfucker. Right? So, my attorney, and I'll talk about my attorney shortly, who was a good attorney. I met with my attorney earlier that week, before that Monday, before I was leaving for Colombia, okay? And I'm like, get me the fuck out of this. She's like, I can't get you out of it. You haven't complied with anything they've asked for. And I'm like, well, yeah, okay, but, fuck. I mean, I got to go on this trip. And, okay, I'll try. But I got to ask you a couple of questions first. And I'm being dead fucking serious with you right now. So this is just straight up weird shit, okay?
Sounds good. Yep.
My attorney looks at me and says, number one, are you going to liquidate your store and stay in Bolivia? I'm like, where the fuck did you hear that? My attorney's like, from your ex's attorney sent me that in an email questionnaire. And I was like, wow, no, I'm not going to liquidate my store and stay in Bolivia. Plus, I'm going to fucking Colombia. All right? That's like those motherfuckers that think Japan and Korea are the same thing. I mean, it's complete, it ain't the same. So this was getting weirder by the minute, and I don't know where that came from. I'm not going to say that it came from who was, that I got a divorce from. I'm just saying that, that was seriously asked me about how bizarre this whole thing was getting. So my attorney says, call me tomorrow morning at blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, okay. And she's going to try to get me out of this court hearing on Monday. And fuck, I didn't call her. I got into this goddamn store and it just started fucking blowing up with this dude needing something and this dude needing something and this staff doing something and fuck, I forgot. And then when I called in the early afternoon, they let me fucking have it. So they told me Friday morning, which is the morning I'm leaving, the next day, you call blah, 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 your attorney at 8:30. And we'll let you know what the deal is. So I end up, getting on that fucking plane the next morning. I'll talk more about everything else going on, but the main thing is this contempt of court thing, which means, I don't want to get arrested. I haven't even gotten a fucking traffic ticket. So I'm not, I love the fuzz. I love LE, right? I love Blue, but I don't want him to fucking arrest me. It'd be kind of badass getting off that fucking plane and getting put in cuffs or something. I mean, not sure why I like that.
Get some street cred.
I need it. I need it, right. So I've got all this going on. Boom, the next morning, we're out of here. And 8:30, I got the opportunity to call my fucking attorney. I'm nervous about that because I already missed the call the day before and I'm traveling by air. It's not like I can pick when I can talk to my fucking attorney. But I got a chance on the connections. Fucking 8:30, boom, hit that. And I'm like, hey, yo, it's Rich. You told me to call at 8:30. They're like, well, it's 9:30. Why would you call late 2 days in a row? And I'm like, it's 8:30. I said, I'm in Phoenix right now, but is it not the same time in Montana as Phoenix? I don't fucking know. So I fucking called an hour late, 2 fucking days in a row. My attorney says, where are you? I said, I'm on a flight to Miami from Phoenix. She's like, I'm no longer your attorney. Just like that. So here I am, left for Colombia, fucking, I got this contempt of court hearing 3 days later on Monday, and my fucking attorney just fires me.
Yeah, that's rough right there. That's gotta be stressful right there.
You know, I mean, yeah, but you know, it's you know, at least I'm out of the fucking, you know, at least I'm on the plane.
Yeah.
At least I'm on the run. I mean, right? So that all just fucking went down, boom, like that. So I've got all, you know, here I am on this hosted trip. And you want to talk about fucking just stressed out because, you know, I'm fucking, you know, running from the law. Plus, I, you know, disappointed all these motherfuckers. And that's why I told you, man, if you, ladies, if you need to divorce your man, you need to squeeze him good. You hired that attorney, Mike Malone. The guy's fantastic. He fucking, you know, he basically turned me upside down like that. So intense. So I end up calling my ex and pleaded with her to get this cat off me, right? Pleaded with her. And basically I get the whole, he'll resign as my attorney if I do that. I'm like, baby, we had 3 kids together. Shit like that. Come on. I mean, you know I'm good for it, whatever. And between her and my oldest daughter, they got him to rescind that. So I heard when I literally got into either Medellin later that night or on my way to camp Saturday morning that they stayed that. They'd stayed that. I've got so much more on this fucking nightmare. It's beautiful. And yes, I realize none of this has to do anything with fly fishing, but yes, it does. So that's the end of the debut of season 2, East Rosebud Studios, episode 1, Sobering Up in Colombia. We'll be back with episode 2 soon. Thank you very much.